Okay, welcome to the Prison Show. This is Hank. I'm trying to get all my stuff plugged in and set up here. Some folks run out of the studio and they don't put everything back like they found it. Meanwhile, we're gonna we're gonna be doing a prison show on Christmas night from 9 to midnight. So everybody will have a chance to call in. Uncle Ray's going to be in the house. And I'm a little distracted trying to get this together here. There we go. Anyway, so we want to encourage everybody, if you have been holding off from calling, if you hadn't called in a while, or if you're a regular caller, that's the night when we get an extra time. We'll have a whole extra hour of calls and things. And we really encourage everybody to get involved on Christmas night. We'll still do the Friday show. So we won't be missing any shows. We got an extra one is what it amounts to. And then that helps a couple of programmers here have Christmas night off and they can spend that with their family. So we've got folks from the Earl Carter Institute, Innocence Project. They want to make a couple of announcements. And you heard them, I guess it was last week.
Yes, last week it was.
Yeah. So y'all go ahead. I think you got your first mail already, huh?
Absolutely. We have two, actually. One mailed in and a couple of calls.
Excellent.
Yes. And so we definitely want to say thank you guys for tuning in and also taking the time out to listen and also to write to us.
Yes. And once again, this is Manny Nizami and
Thalia Dubose
with Houghton, Dubose, and Nizami PLLC, Parole Solutions Law Group, and we are answering parole questions. Newly formed. So we are answering parole questions on a weekly basis. And the first question that we got this week
comes from Mr. Kenneth Ferguson.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenneth, for writing us a beautiful letter with really great questions.
Sure. And his question, one of his questions was, how can inmates or offenders be provided their parole guideline score? And Mr. Ferguson's had a difficult time getting his score, and so we did some research and we found out that they need to send a FOIA request. Either he can or his representative or attorney can send a FOIA request to TDCJ Open Records, and that is TDCJ Open Records at P.O. Box 99, Huntsville, Texas 77342-0099. And I'm going to repeat that. That's TDCJ Open Records at P.O. Box 99, Huntsville, Texas 77342-0099. And their email address is exec.services@tdcj.texas.gov. So once again, that's exec.services@tdcj.texas.gov.
All right.
And the next question that Mr. Kenneth asked, which is a really great question that many may not know, and the second question is, why will they not provide us with our own parole guideline score? And then they also say, why will they not provide us with our with an attorney? So constitutionally, you are afforded a right to have representation, obviously, from your Sixth Amendment right to counsel. And this is before, during your trial and litigation and even after your trial, your direct appeal, you are granted an opportunity to have a lawyer, constitutionally not granted, you're afforded a right to have it constitutionally. But when it comes down to parole, yes, you may be eligible for parole, but you are not provided constitutionally. You're not protected with an attorney. And so that's where Parole Solutions, Houghton, Dubose, and Nizami comes in to help with those things. And so I would always advocate to anybody that if you are going to be considered for anything, it's always best to have an attorney.
Yeah,
always best
absolutely.
to have an attorney.
And you can reach us at
you can reach us at 3013 Fountain View, Suite 120, Houston, Texas 77057, or again.
One more time slowly.
3013 Fountain View, Suite 120, Houston, Texas 77057, or by email
at parolesolutionslawgroup@gmail.com. We have a website, which is parolesolutionslawgroup.com.
And then by phone, 713-782-6060.
And keep sending us your parole questions. We are Houghton, Dubose, and Nizami PLLC, and
at
we're happy to answer them.
713-782-6060. Thank you.
Well, thank y'all for coming in and sharing the good news with us already.
Thank you, guys.
That's a pretty quick turnaround.
Oh, that's a beautiful turnaround. We appreciate the listeners.
All right.
Have a good night, folks.
Good work, guys. All right, and then, I'll tell you, we've got Victoria Rusk here, and she's brought Dr. Nettie with her, and they're going to have a little discussion about. I'll let them describe that and everything, but they're getting seated right now and everything. I want to remind everybody again, the Christmas night show will be 9 to midnight instead of 9 to 11. So we've got 3 hours. Uncle Ray will be here, and that'll take up probably most of 1 hour. So, that'll take up quite a bit of the time there because Ray knows how to do radio. Let me just put it that way.
That's right.
At any rate, Victoria, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm really excited to be on the show tonight and to share this information and my friend. First and foremost, greetings to all my brothers and sisters in TDCJ. I wanted to introduce my doctor and friend, Dr. Nettie Ramsey. She is a naturopathy doctor who's been practicing for 23 years, and I've been a patient of hers for just about a year now. And as a healer, she has worked with me on new decision therapy. And I wanted to share with my brothers and sisters about connecting the heart to the head to the body. It's a technique called clearing. It's a connection. It helps with decision making in life, and this is a kind of a life hack, if you will. That's what I kind of call it. From, Dr. Nettie, a real loving doctor. And when I learned about this clearing, this life hack, I asked Dr. Nettie and Mr. Collinsworth if I could share this knowledge of healing on the prison show. It's something that I use daily, or I have even done in some of my talks or speeches that I've done about, my work as a mitigation specialist, or gathering information, any kind of talks that I do this clearing, and I wanted to share this technique because it's free. You can do it anytime, multiple times a day, right, Dr. Nettie? And it's something really, kind of easy, but I wanted Dr. Nettie to be here because she can describe or tell about the science behind it and the knowledge of it. And so I want to go through it, and then we'll talk a little bit about it, then we'll do it again. But it's a very simple clearing, and I invite everyone to do it with me. The thing is, you don't make eye contact. That's the first thing. Don't make eye contact. You're going to rub your collarbone, and you're going to take 3 deep breaths. And when you're taking these deep breaths, you're really starting to connect your brain to your body. So after you've rubbed your collarbone and you've taken those 3 breaths, you're going to take your middle finger of your right hand and you're going to put it right behind your earlobe. In the hollow. And then you're going to take your middle finger of your left and you're going to put it above your belly button and take 3 breaths there. Remember not to make eye contact and to take the 3 deep breaths. Then you want to switch. Put the left finger behind the hollow of your ear and the right middle finger above your belly button and take 3 deep breaths. This is very simple, very easy, and what this is actually clearing is denial. Dr. Nettie, tell me what happens when I put the finger behind my ear. What is that connecting to? Or tell us some more about the science of this technique.
Well, it's based on kinesiology, which is muscle response testing. And if you've ever been for acupuncture or somebody can muscle test you or do kinesiology for supplements, and a lot of chiropractors use kinesiology, but you're testing different circuits in your body. And we are electric people. And so the better our connections are, the better everything works. But sometimes we just let our brain run away, and we need to be drawn back and grounded and make our brain connect to our body. So when you put your middle finger behind your ear in the hollow, you can actually feel a brain pulse if you keep it there long enough. And then all the energy systems in your body run through your umbilicus where your belly button is. So when you touch that, so that's all your body, and you're touching the brain pulse, you're reconnecting. And when you rub over top of your collarbone or your clavicle, right below that is your thymus, which is a huge part of your immune system. So a lot of people will tell me when they just start to rub over top of that, they start to relax immediately. So the whole thing is to reconnect, to ground yourself and reconnect. And it works beautifully.
Well, and this is something that you've done for me, and whenever they don't get acupuncture in prison, we're not getting any kind of special, medical, attention or anything that's like, extravagant or whatever. And so I just thought, this would be such a beautiful practice to have in your daily life before you go to work, before you take a test, before maybe you get a visit from a family, or you may have to make a phone call, or, just meeting, yourself where you're at. And it's the most slightest energetic, clearing. It's like something that can just help you move forward for the next moment. If you do this clearing in the morning when you wake up, and how long does it last?
Well, each person is going to be different. I've worked with people that as soon as they were distracted, they needed to clear denial again. But generally, it's going to last for a few hours each time you do it. When I was in college, there was a mental block with me going and doing algebra, and I would just want to immediately fall asleep instead of being in class. And if I cleared denial, I could stay awake in class and actually listen. And I tested it back and forth, and I went, and after a while, I didn't even care if people saw me clearing. I knew it worked, and it helped me stay awake and keep my brain connected to my body, because I had a lie in my system that told me I couldn't do algebra. And it helped me stay there, stay awake, stay connected. So if you think that when you clear denial, you can respond to people instead of reacting to people, you can see what a powerful tool to have in your toolbox.
Right on. And I mean, and this is something, y'all, that is free. Anybody can do it. I'll explain it in just a second again. But I just thought, whenever I learn something that's like so easy and cool and very powerful, even on an energetic level, that would be helpful to, my brothers and sisters who are in prison, who have to make difficult decisions every single day and are really under a high amount of stress just from the living in the conditions that you're living in. I thought this would be beautiful to share. And it's not, and I say, like, if you're under the sound of my voice and you're like, oh, this just sounds like some, I don't even know what,
woo-woo,
without cussing, woo woo, then maybe this isn't for you, and you can go on with it. But I just wanted to share that, because this is a doctor. She's been practicing for 23 years. This has really helped me, and just to be connected in what I'm saying, and so that I'm not in denial or bringing any of my past energetically to my current conversations, and to my speeches that I do, or to an interview with a client, or with a witness in some of my cases or whatever. I really use this to practice now that I've learned it, and I really wanted to share it with y'all. So I want to say it one more time exactly what it is. And Dr. Nettie, feel free to jump in if there's something that comes to mind that would help explain this, because I want to break it down for anybody to be able to understand. But you're not making eye contact. You're going to rub your collarbone, which is also called your what?
Clavicle.
Your clavicle. And so you'll rub it for 3 deep breaths, and make sure that they're healing breaths. In your nose, out your mouth. And then you're going to take your middle finger of your right hand, put it in the hollow behind your earlobe, and the left middle finger, and put it above the belly button. 3 deep breaths with both fingers placed properly. And then after the 3 breaths, you'll switch your hands, and you'll put the middle finger under the hollow of your ear, and yes, in your nose and out your mouth. And and it's that easy a thing to bring peace.
And I clear between each of my clients.
Oh.
That keeps me grounded, and I'm not taking one person's problems with me into the next session. And so I even have people who are not coming for new decision therapy to clear, because sometimes making changes is hard. It always is. And yet, if you can see your way to fight through it to make the change, you're going to get rewarded. Because these are things that are going to do nothing but help your body, because we are electrical beings. Yeah. We have sparks of electricity going through us all the time. When the heart dies, the spark is gone. And when people want to bring you back with the life paddles, what are they doing? They're putting another spark there. Right. So all of us are electrical beings, and when we can connect those circuits, it's just powerful. And let me explain about one client that I had who was an Olympic triple jumper, and she kept choking on her jumps. And it was really hard for her. Her mother brought her to see me. We cleared some stuff, but she learned this technique, and she tried it, and guess what? She stopped choking on her jumps. And
and there's a lot more to new decision therapy. This is just the beginning part of new decision therapy. And I encourage people who are out, who are not in prison, but are maybe family or friend members who want to get in touch with Dr. Nettie to learn more about new decision therapy. They can always contact me, Heart of Justice, or Dr. Nettie. Go ahead, Dr. Nettie, and give your contact information.
Well, you can call me at 281-794-5255, 281-794-5255, or you can email me at drnettie.net. And an email is probably the easiest thing, but you're welcome to call or email. And what I'm going to do is put on my website a little diagram of how to do this. So if you can go to my website, you can download that, and it'll be up there next week. So
yeah, and I would encourage any loved ones who or loved ones that you want to tell about this, or do you want to have a discussion about it, to go to her website.
Do y'all have a physical mailing address? Because the inmates don't have email.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I can give my my mail, which is Heart of Justice LLC, and my P.O. box is 10891, and that's in Houston, Texas, 77206. And that's for Heart of Justice, a.k.a. me, Victoria Rusk, Mitigation Specialist for Criminal Cases. And that's P.O. Box 10891, Houston, Texas, 77206. And for other people, other brothers and sisters who are not incarcerated, I do have a Facebook page called Heart of Justice LLC, and it's called Legal Company. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a mitigation specialist, and I don't give legal advice. I give, how to get your information organized and together for a lawyer advice. And so, yeah, I just, so thank you so much, Dr. Nettie, for coming on the show with me and explaining this. Is there anything else that you might have thought of?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I love people, and everyone deserves to have peace in their minds and in their hearts.
Yes.
And new decision therapy is all about forgiveness and love. And as long as you are holding anger or pain or guilt, then if you're not at peace, then there's ways to get peace. So forgiveness and love are the ways to go. And forgiveness does not mean you accept the problem. Forgiveness means you're taking the burden away from yourself. So new decision therapy is identifying what the real problem is by clearing denial, and then finding a moment in time where you lost energy, where that spark went away. And when you find that moment in time, then you can forgive, let go, and move on, which is what everyone is waiting for. The letting go is a big, big deal, so that you're not holding on to grief and trauma and all the drama that you've had, and it's doable. And I want to let you know that it's doable. There's a book called Your Body Remembers by Candace Blakely, and another book that's called Heal Your Life Now, also by Candace Blakely, who is the inventor and founder of New Decision Therapy. She's the person who trained me, and I just want to encourage everybody to know that there's help. You don't have to be alone. There's help, and you can get it because you can do these things with and for yourself.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Nettie Ramsey and Victoria Rusk, we want to thank
y'all.
y'all for coming in and sharing this with everybody.
Thank you. I hope it helps, and
Guys, it'd
talk
be
to you
good
next
to practice.
time. Yeah.
And you are
Peace and
loved.
love.
All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I've got to go to the next segment now, and we have Max Flinn on the line. Max, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Okay, so I understand that recently you were at a prison unit involved in a Jubilee. Actually, a lot of our inmates have heard of that, and that you actually wrote a prison song there. But I don't think we're going to get that song tonight. But we are going to play some of your stuff. How did you get involved with Jubilee?
Well, yeah, in regards to that song, I think we might get it recorded soon, so keep an eye out for that, too. We'll be sharing
Great.
the loop. But anyway, I was doing music at a local church here in town, and some of the guys that are involved with Jubilee Prison Ministry kind of approached me and asked me if I was interested in doing it, and I'm not
I'm
sure
gonna
I
play
knew
Texas
exactly
Hill
what I was
Country
signing
is the
up
one
for,
I'm gonna
but,
play for him.
I mean, I sure am glad that I did, because it was, not only was it,
Next week will be
a hell
Texas
of a
Flat
time
Country.
commitment and intensive, but it was life changing and very rewarding. So I'm glad that I did.
Yeah. So, all right. So, how long have you been playing music? Let's do a little of that while we're at it.
Yeah, no problem. I've professionally just since March of this year. I went to I started playing guitar and singing and stuff with friends and family when I was early teens. But anyway, I went through U of H. I went and got my finance degree, and I was working in downtown Houston in the oil and gas industry, and I started playing music. I decided to, through the recommendation and encouragement of friends and family, I started going to little open mics, and it just kind of snowballed. This was about 2 years ago. It kind of snowballed and kept picking up to where I thought and kind of realized that, hey, I can pay the bills doing this. So what the heck, man?
That's a good trick.
I might as well give it a go, And so that's what I did. And it's been working out. I'm making about half as much money, but I'm having twice as much fun. So that's the big deal there.
Well, there's a lot to be said for that.
Exactly.
I'm a big proponent of fun myself.
Yeah, well, aren't we all? Yeah, my quality of life has definitely improved since making that call.
Yeah, my fiance works for a law firm that does a lot of stuff with oil companies downtown. And so, all right. So, how many years were you in that industry? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, right at about 4 years before I left in March. After graduating U of H, I went straight to that company, and I worked at that company for 4 years. And I'll tell you what, it's a great company. I learned a lot, but I sure am a lot happier now that I'm doing what I love doing for a living.
And you've got an album out. What's the name of that?
Yeah, so it's just my first EP. Called "Give Me More" EP. It's on Spotify, iTunes.
And what's the name of it again?
It's called "Give Me Something More."
Give me something more.
You'll see on the title there, you'll see me kind of living my double life. I've got my blazer on and my guitar in one hand, and I'm kind of walking out of the actual building that I used to work at. So it's very prophetic,
Oh.
So if you look at the cover, you'll see that. So, and a lot of songs on there about my experience with not only with work, but just life in general. There's the love loss and the heartache, and then there's a little bit about one thing interesting about me and why I wanted to do this show in the first place was I'm in recovery myself from alcoholism and addiction, and I'll have 5 years next week, actually.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, including nights and weekends and holidays.
I'm heading the other way myself, but...
Well, that's all right. But I was in and out of county jail, man.
Yeah.
In my early 20s, and so I understand it. I've never been to the TDC, but I mean, my last case was a state jail felony, and if it wasn't for a probable cause issue, I probably would have been acquainted with that system as well. So I feel I was very lucky in that regard. But
well, we want to thank you for coming on and interviewing with us and stuff. We got to get to the song here. I believe we're going to play Texas Hill Country. Anything about that song you wanted to let us know?
That's a good one. Well, that's a good segue, because that talks about two of my favorite things, which is, my recovery and this great state of Texas that I'm from. So,
man, I love it here too.
Well, I appreciate you guys, man.
Well, we'll have you in the studio here, when things work out right.
Sounds good. I'd love to be there. Y'all let me know.
All right. I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna play the song. Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, bye.
Bye.
Starting to feel a little crazy again. I think it's time I start to pack my things. The city life has really got me down. I'm ready to trade it in for any damn thing. I get this feeling that I can't explain. Now I start heading west down Highway 10. The 85 is in my rear view now. I'm starting to feel free again. Texas Hill Country.
Remember, he came to the rehab last time.
And I gave up the bottle with a few years ago. Sobriety's been good to me, but sometimes I still get unwound. The Central Texas rain is the strongest drink around.
Make Billy wait. Go ahead and get Mike.
Some barbecue and hit that Buc-ee's right outside San Antonio. From there I'll head just a bit northwest. Gotta go see if my Uncle Kevin's home. They've got a place out there in Fredericksburg, and sure it doesn't warm my soul. The only plan on my itinerary to let all the BS go. The Texas Hill Country, the only drug I need. I gave up the bottle with a few years ago. Sobriety's been good to me, but sometimes I still get unwound. The Central Texas rain is the strongest drink around. I first got clean, I say hello to some of my friends. I might stop by the Guadalupe Dam, jump in that river for a little time.
As soon as song is over, you go to Mike Allen. And as Dewey would say, don't forget it.
The Becker circle starts right at 3, and playing with them guys gets me high. The Texas Hill Country,
Dewey's spirit's in me.
it's the only drug I need.
He passed away a year ago today.
And I gave up the bottle with a few years ago. Sobriety's been good to me.
You want to mention something about it?
Central Texas rain's the strongest drink around. Central Texas rain's the strongest drink I found.
Okay, we're coming.
Max Flinn. That's pretty good. I like that. Got a good dancing thing going to it, and I like dancing these days. I never used to, but I do now. You know, it was a year ago today when Dewey died. Or, yeah, actually it would have been this morning, would have been a year. And in about an hour and a half from now was when we found him. So, Dewey, if you're out there, and I know you are, and if you're listening, and I'm sure you are, we miss you. Anyway, we want to thank Max Flinn for calling in and, providing us with that great music. And we'll have him on here, when we can get him in the studio and everything, get everything right. Meanwhile, the name
He'll be back on the break song.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have him back doing the break song, too. That's right. We've got some more recordings of him. He's got that EP out, and I'm sure we'll burn it up. Anyway, let me get with Michael Allen. Michael, how you doing?
Hey, Hank. Hey, Dewey. I'm doing good. I wanted to call in and talk to you guys a little bit since it's my turn. It always creeps up. I don't know why. I can't keep track of time. It just it seems like I stay so busy that it's time to do it again before I know. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. And I was talking to an advocate for abolition of the death penalty today. She's actually a reporter for the Chronicle, but I was asking her what she thought was some of the hot things going on, and she mentioned some things that our good district attorney Kim Ogg's doing, and that's something else. Somebody told me a long time ago, Hank, that district attorneys in this state have so much power, and it looks like we finally got a good one. But Kim Ogg is in the Bobby Moore case. That's where in March, the Supreme Court said that Texas standard for judging people, the competency of people, was not very effective.
Right.
And so they threw out Bobby Moore's death penalty and told him they had to, reappraise him. And then Kim Ogg, she filed with the court saying that Mr. Moore is intellectually disabled, and she requested that his death sentence be reduced to life in prison. This is from a district attorney. After the Andersons, this is kind of interesting to me that we've actually got a district attorney that seems to be on the side of the people.
Yeah, usually they're going the other way.
They're going the other way, right?
Yep.
And that's not the only case. She was involved in Dwayne Buck's death sentence being reduced to life in prison.
Yep.
After an expert witness, a psychiatrist, said that he was more dangerous because he was black, and so basically saying they should kill him, and they sentenced him to death. Well, the Supreme Court looked at it and said, well, no, that's wrong too, and he sent it back to court, and Kim worked out a deal where his death sentence was reduced to life in prison as well. So, I'm really optimistic that we've got a district attorney, in this county anyway, and hopefully it starts a trend, where district attorneys are a lot more in the people's favor, instead of thinking that the people are their enemies. I met her about 3 years ago, and I was impressed then, and everything I see, her doing just impresses me more and more. But that's a good thing. And, there's still some good judges out there. The Supreme Court, Ruth, what's her name? Ginsburg.
Bader Ginsburg,
she's pretty awesome older lady, and she seems to be fighting for the people, too. So you guys, take heart. There's people at the judicial levels, all levels of the judicial levels fighting for you. There's district attorneys fighting for you, but it's going to take all of us. But just keep that in mind, like I said, when you get out, if you want to get involved in, fighting for criminal justice, come by the station, talk to Hank, talk to me, get in touch with Ray, and we'll point you in the right direction. There's a lot of work to be done, and we need all the help we can. But anyway, in about a week from Sunday, I'll be going out to the jail, not to stay, but just to visit.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, me and a bunch of people are going to be out there with Santa Clauses to give out presents to the little kids who've got to go to their moms and dads. I think we got to do. It's not that there's any one particular thing that we've got to do to turn this ship around. Before it runs into the rocks. We've got to do everything we can, and if it means trying to convince little kids that they're not going to follow daddy or mommy into the jail and into the prisons, break that cycle that the system seems to be determined to get these kids straight out of school and into prison. We've got to try to break that cycle however we can. We got to show them that there's hope. There's hope in the world, and there's more than just one kind of people. Not everybody. Especially mostly these are little black kids and little brown kids. We gotta show them that not everybody that's right, is hateful. We gotta show them that we're all human beings and we're in this together. And love is the answer. When they come out of there and they see us not doing it for any other reason than because it's the right thing to do and that we actually care about them, hopefully that plants a seed in their head that. I hope, will last, for the rest of their lives. That's about all I've got, Hank. What are you up to?
Well, I wanted to remind everybody about the Christmas show, and we want to thank ThinkWing Radio and Colonel Shaggy Show for giving us their time slots that night, Christmas night. What's the day and time you're going to be in front of the jail there doing that?
That's going to be Christmas Eve. That'll be a Sunday between 4 and 6.
Okay.
And if there's anybody out there in Radio Land that wants to get involved, you can come out there and stand and smile. That will be plenty. If you want to bring a present, we're saying, spend between $15 and $20. Don't wrap it because we can't see inside them wrappers. And,
right.
and one year we were giving, dolls to little boys and toy trucks to little girls. So we don't want that to happen again.
Right.
So just bring them unwrapped and come on out there and join us. You're going to, but bring a hanky.
Yeah,
because you may cry a little bit.
Yeah, you might.
This is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
You want to tell them about the KPFT EMI?
Yeah. We're also some friends of mine from KPFT and just assorted activists in town are holding it's a big old musical event tomorrow night, and they're going to be raising money for the station. And to buy presents for these kids tomorrow night at El Che Cafe, and you can Google that. I don't know the address right offhand, but it starts at 8:00, and you can come out there tomorrow night. And there's going to be a lot of live music, and there'll probably be adult beverages, and it's a really nice place. It's at a friend of mine, Bernard Sampson's warehouse, and. The guy is amazing. He has all these antique motorcycles and sidecars. It's like a little museum. So come on out and, give to a good cause. Enjoy some good alternative type music. And like I said, enjoy an adult beverage or two.
Well, I'm looking and I see Che Cafe Collective. Yes, I am. I was invited to come host the thing, and I'm going to do that.
Wonderful.
Miss Linda and I will be out there. There'll be live music, nice people. A chance to rub elbows with other folks that are concerned about the same things.
That's right. You can come out there and rub elbows with Hank, and a bunch of other radio stars.
Lord have mercy. Well, let's see. Cafe El Che? Is that it?
Cafe El Che.
That's
Cafe El Che.
Well, I'm trying to find the address on the thing here, but I keep getting every other kind of Che Guevara, Che this, Che that, Let me see here. No, that's not it either. Okay.
Well, if you go to my page, I think there's a link to it right on the page, almost at the top.
Okay, all right. Let me do that. I'm busy looking at myself on. We're on Facebook Live, folks. We're live on the air right now on Facebook.
Hello,
go to the prison show.
Facebook world.
You can get a gander at the guy that's talking to you right now, and not Michael, me. But let me see here, Michael Allen. Yeah, all right. Now I've got your page pulling up here. Michael Allen, 10 new posts, and it'll be where, right here at the top of the page somewhere.
Should be real close.
All right, let me see here. And there's Tori Mercer, El Che Cafe, performance and event venue.
There you go.
The thing's from 7 to 11 tomorrow evening, and
Okay.
I'm looking for, and the address is 3100 McKinney Street. It's
it.
McKinney at Palmer on the east side of downtown right there. Edo. All right.
7-11. Oh, I have to get there a little earlier then, I guess.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt you to get there a little early and help set up, huh?
Yeah.
I'll get there a little early
I'll
myself.
try.
How about that?
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be great to see you out there, and
Well,
it's going to be a good time, you know.
I appreciate you calling in and filling us in on some of these things, and you got three things coming right up here. So, are you coming in? Are you coming in Christmas night?
Am I invited?
Yes, you're invited. Now, look, anybody's welcome to come down here. You know that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Uncle Ray will be here.
Uncle Ray's going to be down there.
Yep. It'll be a good night.
Well, of course, I'll roll in there and say hello to Uncle Ray and lift a glass.
Works for me.
Okay, man. Well, you take it easy, Hank, and I'll see you later, Dewey. Bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah, man, I miss old Dewey.
Yeah, I never got a chance to meet him.
He's quite a he's quite a character. I can tell you that for sure.
He'd always say, "I drink to that."
Yeah. Ooh, Lordy. Well, bless his heart. He went out just like he came in, naked as the day he was born. It looked like he laid down and just went to sleep. That's exactly how he looked when I went in there.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he didn't suffer and all that too. So anyway, yeah. Luckily I had the key because we had his door kicked down the time before. So
Right.
made sure we had keys this time. But bless his heart, man. I miss the old guy. Anyway, well, that's enough reminiscing about that. I think we're down to our death row news. Ladies?
Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row. As of today, the execution schedule is Anthony Shore, January 18th. Anthony, I hope you got the JPay I sent you. And William Rayford, January the 20th. William, I did get your letters, and I hope you've received my responses. I know Eric got yours. John Battaglia, February 1st. Thomas Whitaker, February the 22nd. And Thomas, I did send that information that you requested. Rosendo Rodriguez, March the 27th. Also, I wanted to give a quick update on what Miss Linda had spoke about, the Hidalgo versus Arizona at the Supreme Court. To recap this, originally it was distributed for conference on November the 21st, but it was rescheduled for December 1st and again on December the 8th. On December 11th, Amy Howe, who writes for the Scottish blog, had this to say, and by the way, the Scottish blog is an excellent resource. She said the justices did not act on this case of Hidalgo, the Arizona death row inmate, who asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on the constitutionality of the death penalty. After considering Hidalgo's cert petition at their December 1st conference, the justices asked the Arizona courts to send them the record in the case, which can be a sign either that at least one justice is looking at the case more closely or, especially in death penalty cases, that someone is writing an opinion in the case. The most likely scenario, in her opinion, seems to be that Justice Stephen Breyer, who in the past few years has repeatedly suggested that the Supreme Court should tackle the question now presented by Hidalgo's case, is writing an opinion regarding the denial of review. But of course we will most certainly not we will have to wait until after the new year for that answer. The justices' next regularly scheduled conference is January 5th, and of course we will keep you updated. In other news, John Battaglia, on December the 1st, you filed a motion for discovery. On December the 4th, Judge Jane Boyle denied that motion. Larry Estrada, on December 1st, we reported the courts wanted an update on your case. Your attorneys did file an update including information regarding your lawsuit against the City of Houston. Juan Segundo. On December 1st, Judge Terry Means approved Mr. Calhoun's request to terminate his appointment to your case and has appointed the Capital Habeas Unit of the Office of Federal Public Defender for the Northern District of Texas. Boy, that was a mouthful. I did send you a copy of this in case you haven't received it yet. Their address is located on the ruling. Brian Davis. I did email the information that you asked me to. Did that very quickly. And I JPayed the information that you requested. So that's on the way to you. Billy Coble. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I got two versions of that. The Fifth Circuit has scheduled oral arguments in your case on Tuesday, February the 6th at 2 p.m. in New Orleans. Christopher Young and Joseph Priestash. Your petitions at the Supreme Court will be distributed for conference on January the 5th. Daniel Acker. Your Supreme Court docket was updated on December the 14th with a response due by January the 16th. Gary Green. The state filed their opposition to your supplemental brief based on new evidence. That hit your docket on December the 5th. Juan Alvarez. On December the 7th, the state filed an opposition to your 59E motion. Travis Green. On December the 7th, there was an unopposed motion entered to reschedule your hearing to February the 20th because of a scheduling conflict. John Ballantyne. Your objections to the recommendation by the magistrate judge to deny motion 60B hit your docket on December the 6th. Gilmore, your petition at the Supreme Court was denied on December the 11th. I did mail you that information that day. Stephen Long, on December the 12th, the Fifth Circuit vacated the judgment of the District Court and remanded the case to the District Court for further proceedings in the light of Moore. I mailed you a copy on Wednesday the 13th. Judge Sam Lindsay ordered the parties to file supplemental briefs by February the 13th regarding questions. I JPayed you all that information, and I did let Miss Linda know that also. James Norman. On December the 13th, Judge Nancy Atlas granted your motion to substitute your counsel. The Federal Public Defender for the Northern District of Texas has been appointed. I mailed you a copy of the ruling, which has their address. Richard Tabler. The letter you mailed on December the 12th to Judge Pittman hit your docket on December the 14th. And Geronimo, the Fifth Circuit granted an extension until February 26th to file your new Atkins claim. It's very unusual. Usually the Fifth Circuit doesn't grant extensions, or that I've seen. And just a reminder, the rulings that I'm reading come directly from the courts. We are not offering advice, nor are we interpreting the rulings. If you have a question about a specific ruling, I have mentioned, just ask. I do not mind mailing it. Miss Linda, she does not mind mailing anything.
No, I don't.
Not at all. I have no problem sending you the ruling, even the Hidalgo motion that they have before the Supreme Court. We welcome any criticism, and of course, we love compliments. And if you have any questions regarding the Calhoun, if you have Mr. Calhoun, definitely ask us, and I'll be happy to see if I can find out who the attorney who he's offering to supplement that. And I think Miss Linda has a poem written by Mr. Pete Russell that we found very, very good.
Yes, it's very, very good. This is called Texas Death Row Suicide. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I look to my left and right. I look to my left and right. I make sure the run is clear before I take this flight. I'm not crazy, maybe insane, but I'll be damned if they stick that needle in my vein. We pop pills to avoid the last meal. Like kids eating candy, the medical pills become handy. I'm not a scary man, but a dead man. You don't believe me? Look at my appeals, man. I shed these tears out of fear, man. So I popped these pills to forget the van. Several years I studied the plan. I know Texas history. I know the Klan. I seen little Jack get in that van. I seen Big Buck get in that van. I seen Thread get in that van. I seen Smoke get in that van. I seen Chester get in that van. I seen Ross get in that van. I seen Tick get in that van. I seen Savage get in that van. I seen Bones get in that van. I see Diaz get in that van. They won't get me 'cause I have a plan. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I am not looking for the lethal injection. No, sir, brother. I don't fit that selection. I'm 6'4" in height. They know my cell is too tight. Did you know pressure burst pipes? I have a camera in my cell playing games of show and tell. I am not a porno star, so what you looking for? My walls are closing in and I can't sleep at night, fighting off demons left and right. Lord have mercy. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I look to the left and right. I look to the left and right. The devil in my sight. I gripped and hold tight. I'm being harassed every day by Officer Knight. I pace the floor at night with a shot of hot coffee, trying to find a way to get this date up off me. Authority's on my brain and my mind is locked up. I believe tonight will be my final cup. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. Some of you may not take my side, but I'm trying to avoid that ride. It's not about pride, truth be told. We're just tired. I don't care about a date. I have a plan that can't wait. When they find me, it will be too late. Sitting in front of a big dinner eating steak. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. Pete Russell, this is an awesome poem, and I really am proud to be able to read this on the show.
And we got that from the Soul Sisters.
Yes, Soul Sisters put it out, and so did his website.
Wow. Well, we're praying for you, brother. All right, so ladies, does that wrap y'all up?
That does wrap
us up.
Okay, then I believe we're ready to move on to the next thing, which will be the break song here in just a minute. As soon as they're ready out front here. Yeah, they're pulling it together right now. Okay. Again, Prison Show will be on Christmas night, 9 to midnight. Be sure and make your calls that night. That's the best night of the year you could do it.
Yes, it is.
We want to thank Colonel Shaggy and Think Wing Radio for giving us their airtime and everything, and we want to thank Uncle Ray. We're looking forward to seeing him. And here we go.
My mind keeps going all the way back.
I'm going straight to the cards, come back with KPFT Houston. And don't you forget it.
It's just my guitar now, it's keeping me warm tonight. I wonder if you're out there still thinking about me too. Maybe you're running around with somebody new. It's the same old song we've heard 1,000 times before. Yes, I'll do what I do best to get this weight off my chest and ride one more. As the smoke fills my lungs, the pain fills my heart. Times like I loved you, so why is this so hard now? I never should have let things go this far.
right. Well, here we go.
Did you just look down at your phone? You did it again, didn't you? You know, you're flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel, and a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field and cause some serious damage. Turn it off. Trust me, whatever it is, you'll live. Learn more at stoptextsstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. KPFT Houston.
Certified fingerstyle guitar player Tommy Emmanuel's Classics and the Christmas Tour is coming to the Cullen Performance Hall at the University of Houston on Friday, December 15th. The Classics and the Christmas Tour with 2-time Grammy nominee Tommy Emmanuel features Pat Bergeson, John Knowles, and Annie Selleck for a special one-night event. Tickets and more information available at uh.edu/cph. This is KPFT Houston.
KPFT Houston. All right, you're listening to the Prison Show, and we're about to go to calls. What was I going to mention?
McKinney.
3100 McKinney tomorrow night. In mass incarceration, meet and greet with KPFT and in mass incarceration folks there. I'll be hosting the thing, and there's live music and libations, and it'll be a good time and a good chance to get together and rub elbows with folks that you hear on the radio and folks you may have seen at in mass incarceration demonstrations and activities and things. So come on out. Okay, and that's 7 to 11 p.m. And there's several bands, I believe. Anyway, let's go with, let's see, I've got Billy from England calling for the Polinsky unit.
Yo, I finally got through on a Skype account. Check me out. Anyway, this is a big shout out for Obi-Wan Kenobi, Big Will. What's going on, Big Show? Hope that you're listening, mate. I don't know what's been going on with the mail this week. I've only got the Christmas card and the legal paper that you sent. Apart from that, nothing else has come. So you need to pull your fingers out your ears and get them buttons bashing. Come on, mate, slack in. But maybe you have to come over there now. You know how it is. Everything over here is going cool, apart from the weather being cold. I shaved all my head and everything off, so I'm looking like the honey monster. Or otherwise you might know him as a Shrek, the big green ogre. Yeah, man. Check me out. It's all good. Nothing really much has been popping. Mum's doing well. The dog's all right. Just getting ready for Christmas now. We've put all the Christmas decorations up and stuff. So, yeah, man. Just rolling it good and taking it easy. A quick update. You said about the book was wrong, what arrived. I need you to send me the right volumes, because when I'm looking on Amazon, there's loads of different volumes, so I need you to tell me exactly which volume book you want, because obviously you said the last one was wrong. So yeah, man, I hope that you're doing good. Definitely not lock in for the Christmas show, so I'm going to try to get that back. I've got a new Skype account. I'll put £10 English on it, so that's about $20 US, so I've got some good coverage there on the call. No more bleeping and whatever else has been going on with the other account. I love you like 9,000. Keep your head up. By the way, I just sent some Apex as well. So check out for that big old bird to fly over soon. Not really much else to say, man. I missed you last week, so if you locked in, sorry. Nice one, Hank, for saying the message as well. Apart from that, mate, I'm going to boot Scooty on that and listen to the rest of the show. So keep your head up. I love you, Night Lion 1000, and I'll see you next week. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, remember, get your fingers out your ears and get writing. That's what it's about, my son. Oh, yes. Love you, Night Lion 1000, bro. Take it easy. Cheers, guys.
All right, good night.
All righty. Thanks, mate.
All right. Okay, let me see here. We've got Bella from North Carolina also calling for the Pulaski unit.
Thank you, Hank.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you, and I hope you've had a good week. And I got lots of mail from you today. So I want you to know that I'm back home safe and sound from Manhattan, and I had an awesome time, and I got to see Milton, which was bittersweet, but I'm still glad I got to visit him. So it was just sort of sad, but I'm glad I got to see him. So tonight we're at Myrtle Beach at Island Vista, and Sarah's with us, and both the girls just came up from swimming because the pool closes at 10, so they're up here now. And Bo and Tinker were keeping me company while they went down to swim, and we're just going to take it easy this weekend, Jedediah. We're not going to do much at all, but I was going to tell you in one of the letters I received today, you said that if I thought I could bluff you about being sick, I better have my noggin looked at. So I guess I'll go have my noggin looked at, but I think it's just fine, okay? And I feel really good, and I'm doing good, so don't worry. Don't worry yourself, okay? Just take care and stay safe for me, and I'll see you soon. I love you, Jedediah. Night, night, and sweet dreams. Thank you, Hank.
You're very welcome. Have a Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Janie from Houston calling for the Pulaski unit. How you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah, this is going out to Jeremy from Pulaski. I have a message from your wife. She was at work, so she wasn't able to call you. She said to tell you that she got a couple of letters from you, but she was missing one. But I guess she figured it out or something. It seems that you made a mistake when you mailed the letters out. You mailed her letter out to your grandma's house, and your grandma's roommate got it, and she got your grandma's roommate's letter. So you made a mistake there and sent out the wrong letters. She also said to tell you that you were getting a visit this weekend, to tell you that your visits were never denied, and so you're supposed to get one this weekend. And also she said to tell you that you had told her in one of the letters not to believe anything unless you saw it, and she saw it with her own eyes. So that's all she told me to tell you. You know, I really don't know what to tell you, though, on my part. I mean, I don't know what's going on with you and her. I mean, she's been there with you through the good, the bad, I mean, the nightmares and everything you've gone through. And then, you know, you're getting so close to getting out, and people come walking into your life that walked away from your life. And she's the only one that stood there for 6 years. And then all of a sudden now you're doing your own stuff again, and you're paying her back with, you know, with lies and deceits and betrayal. And I really thought that you did love her, and I would tell her that, but obviously I was wrong. But, you know, you're the one that's going to face all the consequences. Thank you.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Okay, let me see. Where are we here? Rosemary from El Paso calling for the Pulaski unit. How you doing?
Oh, just fine. How about you?
I'm like $1 million every day.
Hi. No? Okay. I want to give my blessings to my son, Fidencio. I love you, mijo. I miss you. We had a bit of snow over here this past Monday. Oh, my goodness. It was awesome. It really, big flakes just fell out of the sky. It was awesome. I saw your brother today. He had just gone in from work. We'll be sending you a little bit of funds, okay? You can get yourself some new shoes, hopefully, over there. And we miss you, mijo. We'll be thinking of you in Christmas. I did not put no Christmas tree. But that's okay. It's not about the trees or decorations. It's about the Lord Jesus Christ. So keep your head up, mijo, okay? Because there's a living God out there. Believe me, He's alive. He's the same as He was years, thousands of years ago, the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So let's keep our heads up, faith strong in the Lord, okay? Like you always tell me in the letters, okay? So we're standing firm on His word, His promises, okay? I had Marina here today earlier, but she went home. She had a good piece of steak here. She loves her little steak, so I always try to keep her steaks here. I miss you, mijo. Yeah, the truck's running pretty good. So is the car. I'm good. Was your tia Susie today? She'll be moving into a new apartment. So I'll be helping her move with the truck. Just to use the truck to move out to a new apartment. So I'll let her know that and let you know that she loves you a lot. Okay, and thinks a lot about you. Okay, everybody does. Okay, I just seem to forget a lot of the people that bump into and ask for you and send your blessings and love. But, okay, mijo, I'll let you go. Thank you, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas. God bless you all for taking care of our children after they were yours. May your houses be blessed, cars, animals, your little pets, and everything financial, health-wise. Thank you, everybody that do splendid things for our boys and children. And they will always be our children. No matter how old they get, they're our children. Thank you. God bless everybody, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, okay?
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, Rosemary. Jan from Corpus, you are on the air.
Hi, I just wanted to call tonight and wish a wonderful, wonderful shout-out to my wonderful godson, John Ramirez. John, we're still getting over the 7 inches of snow officially that we got down here 10 days ago. We are so excited. It's hard to believe. It was a wonderful, wonderful white wonderland we woke up to. Okay, as you know, Karen's going to be there tomorrow night at 5:30. We're not sure about next week. We don't have anybody as of right now for next week. You know, this is a real busy time of the year. Now, Joyce and I are planning to be there. We were coming on the 28th, but then I got a text this week from Pastor Dana that said he's coming on the 28th. So if he comes on the 28th, John, Joyce, and I will be there on the 29th. Now, when we put information out to the people in the church asking them to sign up if they could help with visits, we put on there that we're going to go the last Thursday of every month, And but that'll be a change maybe this month. And then in January, Pastor Dana also told me that he had planned to come on the last Thursday of the month. He said just December and January because of something he had to go stay with his brother the night before and come see you. So anyway, if we're not there the 28th, he'll be there, and then we'll be there the 29th, and we'll talk about January when we get there. Okay, I got your letter. It had the wonderful, wonderful origami in it, and I'm going to hang them from my light in the ceiling. That I love them. I really love both of them. One thing I mentioned, I hate to add 2 more people to the list because when we sent the thing around the church for visits, we only had 2 people sign up. And so that means that we only have me and Joyce and Katana and then a man named Michael and a man named Raymond. So that's only 5. So I hate to add anybody new to the list like you asked me to when I don't have enough visitors to handle the people that we have so far. So as of right now, I'm going to leave it with just the 5 until we can get some more people that will be able to come, and we'll talk about that more when we get there also. But anyway, that's the things that are going on right now. Joyce tried to have an MRI this week, but it didn't work out. She's going to have a different thing with her standing up for 30 minutes next week for her breast cancer. So we won't find out for another week or so what they're going to do and how that's going to be done. Judy, after the loss of her husband, her adult kids all helped her move out. Today was supposed to be the day that the final pods were coming in, and so and they'll be moving into the new house at January 5th. Anyway, that's sort of what's going on right now. Just wanted to say wonderful shout out to my godson, John Ramirez, and I will see you on either the 28th or the 29th. All right, take care, and y'all have a Merry, Merry Christmas, Hank, and everybody in the staff, everybody there in the station. I hope you have a wonderful time tomorrow night, okay? Good night.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you. Okay, just a reminder to everyone to keep it at 2 minutes or under. Just wanted to give that reminder out. And now we're going to Victoria from Wales. You are on the air.
Hi there, this is a shout out to my King Hercules in the cell unit. Where have you been? I've been missing you so much. The postman thinks that I'm stalking you. Anyway, enough of that. The reason I've stayed up until 3 a.m. is to tell you that I love you. And I've been talking like crazy, stupid love to everybody. That's how much it is. And I can't wait until I see you in April. Everybody over here is good. And the date I'm looking at coming over in April is the 26th, so you want to keep that date in your diary. And I know it seems like ages, but it'll soon come around. It's Marley's birthday this weekend, so we're all hoping that it doesn't snow like expected. Because I don't know if it's on the news over there, but the UK is so cold.
Hit to her to, wrap up the call.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart, and I hope hearing my voice was worth the wait. Have a lovely New Year, and from now on till forever, every New Year is going to see me by your side. I'm crazy about you, and I love you. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, sweetheart. Good night.
Good night.
Peter from New York, you're on the air.
Okay, hi. This is a shout-out to my friends at Polunsky. And first to Chris and Will. Great visits on Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, I have bad news. My mom passed on Sunday, and she was thinking about you, and I know you were thinking about her. But we did have great visits. Chris, I wasn't able to see Valerie, but I talked to her, and she sounds good. And I'm working on the list you sent me. Thank you for that, because my memory's not always so hot. And Will, we have the drawing up. Everybody who sees it is amazed by it. They can't believe it was done with ballpoint pens. It's just so beautiful and delicate. Everybody loves it. And Eugene, I had great visits with you on Monday, Tuesday. And I emailed copies of the pictures to Nadine, and she loved them. And I sent you today the sheet about the 7-minute workout, but don't overdo it. And Obi, Maria sent me the photos, the one with the banana, and it's really terrific. You had a great idea there. And I miss you guys a lot. We had great visits. And yesterday was Sean's birthday, and we had a birthday party for her tonight at her sister's house. And we all miss you a lot. She's going to say hi.
Hi, guys. I send you my love and my thoughts. You're always in our thoughts, always.
And I hope you have Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'm sending you. I sent you pictures. I sent you copies of the photos we took in visitation today, and I will send you JPEGs soon too. And thank you, everybody at KPFT. You do a great thing. Have happy holidays. Thank you.
Good night, Peter.
Good night, Peter.
Good night. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, Judy from Florida, you're on the air.
Good evening, everybody. I'm shouting out to Rodney Reed. Happy date night, Art. Julie is trying to call in. Tiffany tried to get through right away tonight but wasn't able to. She's exhausted and probably will not make it to shout out, but she wanted you to know she'll definitely be there tomorrow and that she's really looking forward to it. She said she'll see you at 5:30 sharp, and I'm sure there'll be many laughs shared, and I'm happy, so very happy that you're getting a visit. I'm glad to hear your voice this week, even though it was only for 5 minutes. I will take 5 minutes any day, 50 days and counting, until we get at least 10 hours. Definitely ready for that and can't wait. FYI, I sent cards number 10 and 11, so you should be getting those. Talked to your mom yesterday. She seems to be doing okay. She is one tough woman and is hanging in there. She sends her love and birthday wishes. She says she mailed out your birthday card and Christmas cards, so she's hoping you get them in time. There is nothing new to report on your uncle at this time, and I'm keeping everyone in my thoughts and prayers. Hope you're doing all right. Hopefully they have finally straightened out all the delayed mail and you've received everything that you were missing. I sent JPay number 879 yesterday. Want to wish you a happy soon-to-be birthday. I will save the official birthday wishes for next Friday for when you turn the big 5-0. Glad you're finally joining the club. Love you, Rodney. Stay strong, keep the faith, continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. Thinking of you and praying for you. 560-620, sending you lots of hugs and good night kisses. Sweet, sweet dreams. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks, ladies. Have a great night. Good night, Rodney. Talk to you soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Georgina, you're on the air, finally.
I know, like, what was that?
That was you.
I can't believe I did that. That was just nuts, phoning David by mistake. I do apologise to him for me because, like, he'll see my number come up. And I don't want him to call me back because it's, like, gone 4 in the morning.
I already saw it.
Anyway.
He said he already saw it.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Sorry, David. Okay, this is a shout-out for William Irvin in the Polensky unit. Hi, Will. It's been a while since I've woken up this early and called you, so sorry about that. But it's great to get through finally. I hope you're well. And I've got letters from you. I don't know what it's. I think number 3, maybe number 3. I'd never got a message back from JPay. I did email them, tell them my concerns, but no response there. Thomas and I are going to a football match tomorrow, the first one ever in our lives. So we're going to go see Cambridge United versus Newport County, which isn't a big match, but you know what? We've never been and stood in the cold and seen a football match, so it's going to be a big deal. Anyway, I love you loads. I hope you're well. We don't have any more snow here at the moment, which is quite a relief, and but it's still very cold. What else? I think that's about it, really. I hope I get mail from you tomorrow. I haven't had mail in the last few days, and anyway, I'm just hanging on that. Okay, I will speak to you again, and as I said, I love you. Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
have a
Prison
good
Show.
evening.
Bye. Bye. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Gomez from Mexico, you're on the air.
Thank you. First, I want to say thank you to Miss Linda for visiting my son, Jan Ramirez. Thank you, Miss Linda, for everything you do for him. God bless you, and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Same to you.
Thank you, Miss Linda. Okay. Also, I want to say to my son, buenas noches, hijo. Estamos bien nosotros y espero que tú te encuentres bien. ¿Verdad? Pues son mis mejores deseos, hijo, que estés bien, que hayas recibido ya mis cartas, hayas recibido mi tarjeta de Navidad que te mandé, hijo. También quiero decirte que esta Karen va a ir a visitarte mañana a las 5:30. Me dijo que estuvieras listo para tu visita. Va a ir mañana a visitarte sábado. También ya en tus books te puso $72 Karen, hijo. Para que tengas ahí dinero. Y también quiero que decirte que aquí todos están orando por ti. Recibe saludos de Sergio, de todos, de Jovita, de todos, hijo. También acabo de hablar con Melissa y Becky y están tratando de entrar para hablar contigo también y para saludarte, hijo. Entonces, hijo, cuídese mucho, siga adelante, no pierda su fe y que tenga un buen fin de semana, mi hijo, ¿verdad? Con todas sus visitas que van a visitarlo, y también le deseo que pase una feliz Navidad con toda su gente, todas visitas que van a visitarlo, mi hijo, y que Dios me lo bendiga, me lo cuide siempre, y aquí estaré llamándole a mi hijo para estar al tanto de usted. Dios lo bendiga, y que descanse, mi hijo, que tenga buenas noches. Va, gracias a todos. Gracias.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, Miranda from the Van unit, or from Van, calling for the Polensky unit. You're on there.
Hi, this message is for Randy Treadway at the Plunky unit. I just wanted to say I hope it's warm there. I hope they have the heater on. It's 34 degrees here, so, I mean, it's not that cold, but it's pretty cold. I miss you a lot, and I got 2 letters from you yesterday that you had dated the 5th and the 7th. One of them had the card in it, and thank you so much. I have it sitting here on my counter, and Jonah was just, like, so happy to see the little snowman on it and everything. I sent a JPay today to you, and I've been sending letters. Also, you had mentioned about proxy marriage, and I don't think they do that anymore. I think that law changed, and I talked to Bill about that. But I'd already hired Candy, so the proxy isn't, I don't think that they do that anymore in Texas. So also I got your birth certificate, and I'm just really emotional right now. I miss you so much. And your sister had sent me a photo of you, and come to find out it's actually from a photo of, like, from you and Tina or whatever. Anyways, so I just want to let you know I love you and I miss you, and I wish I could see you this weekend. My sister's getting married tomorrow, and so I'll see you next weekend on the 23rd. I miss you so much, and just I hope that you're just keeping your head up. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me shout out.
And good night.
Good night.
Andrew, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. I'm calling shout out to Adam on the Luther unit, Greg.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Andrew, are you there? You can go ahead and talk to him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Adam, what's up, bro? I just made it home on the 13th. I'm at the halfway house right now. I got the weekend passes while I come home on the weekend, but I got to go back in. I should be out on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, when I'm finally out and moving around. But right now, I applied for the city of Austin. I'm just waiting for them to come back, see what's up. I'll just kind of let y'all know how I'm doing. I'm doing good. Hope y'all doing the same. And with that, I'm going to let y'all go.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you.
Yeah,
y'all have a blessed one.
You too.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Philip from Dallas, you're calling for the Polunsky unit.
Yes, how are you this evening?
Doing good, and you are on the air.
Thank you. This is for Dan the man on the Polunsky unit. Darling, I got your letter, and thank you so much. And ditto, it warmed me through and through. Needless to say, I love you, and I thank you so much. It was smoking hot, LOL. I hope you're feeling way better. I know that you've been under the weather. I wish you would just put in a sick call and just bite it and just go on and get some antibiotics and knock it out. It sounds like you've had this for 2 weeks that I know of. So quit being tough and just, again, of course, on Monday, starting on Monday morning. And, yes, I'm going to a holiday party on Saturday and Sunday, one at Heather's. That Sunday, that's a tamale-making party and a tequila tasting from some distiller that she knows, which should be very interesting. I don't know anything about tamales, but I hope to learn. I don't know. We'll see. I'm working on a letter to you, and it's in the progress. Just know that I love you, and one of these days we'll have a merry little Christmas of our own. Keep positive. I'm so proud of you. Keep on keeping on, because I need you. I need you home, safe and sound. My Christmas, I'm going to be doing something for the Union Gospel Mission so that I'll be in fellowship with others. And a special shout-out to Uncle Ray, Mystery Mike, and David there at the program. Thank you all so much. Have a great and blessed weekend. And happy holidays to everyone, and everyone that thinks they have no one calling for them. This is for you, all of you listening. God bless you.
Thank you, Philip, very much.
Have a great evening.
You too. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, and now we have Alicia calling for
my brother DJ at the Darrington unit.
Okay, well, you are on the air.
Hey, Barbara, it's your baby sister. I went to the doctor's yesterday and got my test result, and it's not cancer, which is good. We still don't know what's going on, and we're going to go get a second opinion. This guy forgot where we're going to go to get the second opinion. I love you, and I miss you, and hopefully I'll get to talk to you on the phone soon. And Demon sends his love and respect. Stay strong, and I love you.
Okay, Alicia, thank you. You have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, and I think Mysterious Mike wants to do a few shout-outs, right?
Hello, everybody. This is Mysterious Mike for the Historic Prison Show. I'd like to do some shout-outs. Yovan in Spring Branch, the guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Dennis Hope, Stephen Russell, Philip in Dallas, K Money in Houston, Philip Perez in Houston, Carla Riviere wants me to do a shout-out to Alex Molina at the Telford unit. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out to Rita Estrada. Shout-out to Ty Burns. Shout-out to Bonton Mickey in Houston. Michael Marino, Manuel Marino at the Eastham and Estelle unit. Shout-out to DJ Doc, DJ Matt, DJ Oz, DJ Thomas, Michelle Bateman in Houston, Jive and Jimmy, Hoss, Danger, and Lucky in Houston. Shout-out to Frank Klepper at the Gorey unit. Shout-out to Michael S. Garcia at the Ferguson unit. 1 F. Carlos Esparza Jr. at the Stringfellow unit. F. Bernard at the Darrington unit. Howard S. Pruitt Sr. at the Polunsky unit. Jose Herrera. Edward Reeves at the Carol Vance unit. Barry Barrett at the Gorey unit. I'd like to do some more shout-outs to Christopher Dye at the Darrington unit. Abel R. Ocheo at the Polunsky unit. John R. Green at the Terrell unit. Edward Darrell Harmon at the Polunsky unit. Robert Satillo at the Wynn unit. Adam Wilkerson at the Luther unit. K.D. Keble at the Polunsky unit. Thomas Ramirez at the Polunsky unit. Mark Holloway at the Luther unit. Wayman Spriggs at the Polunsky unit. Special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Christopher Dye at the Darrington unit. Bill R. Sims at the Wynn unit. Robert L. Allen at the Darrington unit. And you can continue to write me, 419 Levitt Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77006, to the Historic Prison Show, Mysterious Mike Lewis. And now back to the host on the Prison Show. And also, happy winter solstice coming up this week.
Thanks, Mike. And just a reminder for everyone watching us on the Facebook Live, please give us a call. We're looking at the messages, or trying to, but we can't get to everyone leaving messages. So if you have some shout-outs, give us a call. They want to hear your voice, too, not just ours, although me and Miss Linda have great voices, don't we? Okay, let's see. We've got Miss Nancy from Sulphur Springs. You are on the air.
Thank you so much. Hello, Daniel. This is Mama, and I love you with all my heart. And today I was so happy to get my beautiful Christmas card. I've been sitting here at the kitchen table drinking hot chocolate and enjoying looking at my card, and I mailed you some pictures Tuesday, and then I mailed you another letter yesterday and one today, and I still don't know just exactly when I will be coming to see you, but I will be coming to see you this December for sure. And I'm just looking forward to that. And I just want you to know that that love you and we miss you. You know that anyway, though, but I love you with all my heart, Daniel, and keep me in your prayers, and you are in my prayers. And say good night for now. Love you with all my heart, and thank y'all, everybody. KPFT.
Good night, Nancy.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay, real quick. Manuel at the Ellis unit, your Aunt Alma loves you very much. Okay, Miss Linda.
Okay, I've got some shout-outs tonight. Brian Davis, the love of my life, I want to say hello to you. Rick Rhodes, David Renteria, David Wood, Stephen Long, Gasul, Will Spear, John Ramirez, Irving Davis, Robert Frada, Jaime Cole, John Rubio, Danny Bible, Eugene Broxton, Billy Wardlow, Fabian Hernandez, Michael Gonzalez, Abel Ochoa, Patrick Murphy, Daniel Acker, Tony Medina, Fidencio Valdez, Milton Gobert, Carlos Trevino, Ronald Powell, Dennis Hope, Stephen Russell. Stephen, I'll be there to see you in the morning. Fernando Patino, Greg Gomez, Jason Hernandez, Benito, Derek Gales, Rubio, Carlos Bouchette, Chucky, Wendion Sanders, Vincent Baker, Jesse Hill, Kenneth Keeble, Joe Escobedo, Terry Milligan, Rosendo Rodriguez, Beretta, Douglas Armstrong, Michael Winfrey, Antonio Mathis, Rasheen Robinson wants to shout out to Glenn, ATL Gordon, Lawrence Zone Akins, Nunu, Cody Easter, Wayne Jackson, and Lionel Atkins. John Hummel, Blaine Milam, Elijah Jobert, Anthony Shore, Larry Swearinger, Perry Williams, Perry Austin, Eric Davila, T. Irwin, Alva McGrath, Tanny Wilkinson, Harvey Fortune, Colton, a.k.a. Cowboy. Your wife will be there to see you on Sunday. John Millette wants to shout out to all IWW members in Pack 1. James Swarthart, Ray, Christopher Dye, Jeff Andrizak, Jason Williams, and MG. Javier Mayorga, Jimmy Carrington, Adam Wilkerson, Stephen Duke, Jeffrey Wallace, and Robert Shepard. James Shepard, Angel Stolas, LeBlanc Unit, Salvador Urate, Samuel Solomon, Albert Davis, Chris Wright, Arthur Murphy. And then my little brother, Guy Alexander, I'll be there to see you Sunday morning. Rooster, JC, Dirty, JR, Zigzag, Cowboy, Woody, Woo Woo, J-Doug, John Boy, Sean, Roadrunner, Wes, Truck Driver, Randy, and Jesse. Frederick Washington, Bill Sims, David Barbie, and James Shepard. Good night, guys. Hope you'll have a great week.
Okay, and now, right before we get back to the calls, Jesse at the Allred unit, your wife, Michelle Keeling, misses you very much, and she loves you. Okay, now back to the calls. Brianne from Toronto, you were calling for the Polensky unit, and you are on the air.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
I'm going to see Romero tomorrow night.
Well, you give him a high five through the glass then for me.
I will.
Thank you. The shout-out is for Romero. Romero, hello. Isaiah tried to stay up. He's actually sleeping right here, but he's 5, and once again he's missed the mark. It's like waiting up for Santa. He can't do that either. So, we had a great revelation with him today. He informed us that his friend Connor was going and asking his parents if he could come live with us for 10 days, and we didn't know this was happening. So we're hoping that we don't have a little 5-year-old showing up with a pair of suitcases ready to move into the spare bedroom for a few days. But they both say hi, and they've been coloring pictures for you, and I finished my final exam for the term a couple days ago, which is very exciting. I hope I never have another class with that prof ever again because it was just brutal. But I hope that you are well and much warmer than it is here. I did the conversion into Fahrenheit, and it's -7 here right now. So that's way too cold for me. So I think I'm just going to have to try to get to Texas because you guys have weather that one can stomach. So have a great week, and I will talk to you in a JPay very soon. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Good night, Brianne.
Bye.
Irvin from Hot Springs, you're on the air.
Irvin?
Irvin, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're on the air.
Well, this is a shout out to my kid.
Okay.
And he knows who I am. His mom and I are doing just fine. And I hope this shout out makes him very happy. Today is one of the happiest days of my life. Got that tri-glide trike I was talking about. It's maroon in color. It's 2016. And thanks to y'all, we got it. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. Sandy and Mom sends their love. And like I say, I hope you're staying warm and everything's well with you. Love you, son. Hang tough.
Good night, and you call us again.
You bet. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Melody, you are on the air.
Hi, my name is... Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello. Can you turn down the radio in the background?
I sure can. How are y'all doing tonight?
We are doing good, and you are
I know
on the air.
we've got a time limit.
Yes.
I'm just calling to shout out for my husband, Joshua Whitworth, in the trustee camp at Ferguson. I love you, babe. Your daughter got home safe from California. We love you. We miss you. I'll be there to see you before Christmas. I promise. We all send our love. Can't wait till you get home. I love you, babe, to the moon and back. Thank y'all, ladies.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Okay, Gary Jackson at the Styles unit. Linda Jackson wanted to say that she's praying that you make parole. That's coming from our Facebook Live messages, so wanted to let you know that. And now back to the calls. We have Shirley from Longview. You are on the air.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Just fine. I'm going to call to do a shout out to my son Blaine. Tell him happy belated birthday. His birthday was Tuesday.
Well, happy birthday, Blaine.
And I was going to tell him how much I love him and I miss him. And Tara told me to tell you happy belated birthday, and she hopes to see you tomorrow. And you hold your head up. You pray, and I pray for you as well. And you pray for me, too, because I need it. And anyway, you have a good night, and you have sweet dreams, and God bless everyone in the unit, and God's got y'all back there. And y'all have a good weekend.
You too, Shirley.
And thank you.
Okay. Donna from New Jersey, you're on the air.
Hey, Dani. Hey, Miss Brenda. How
Hey.
you doing tonight?
How are you tonight?
I'm good. Hey, Talon, it's me. Didn't really have too much to say, but of course I was just going to call and say hi to you. I sent you a bunch of JPays. I hope you got the one that I sent on the 13th, I think it was. I'm hoping that you got that one. I sent one yesterday and today, too. And you should get a big envelope. It's arriving tomorrow. I don't know if you'll get it tomorrow or if you'll get it sometime next week, but be on the lookout for that, and also a regular white business size envelope. But everything is good here. We got 5 or 6 inches of snow, and it's 20 degrees right now. But it's not windy at all. There's 0 wind, so that makes it totally bearable. And then, you know what, I was looking, I got your letter today, and I was looking up something based on something that you had mentioned, and I saw that there's a new moon on the night of the 18th, and it's in Sagittarius, so that's pretty cool. The next full moon is until January 1st, which is a pretty cool day for a full moon. But you'll get the information that I send you about that in detail well in advance, I'm sure. But anyway, I hope you're doing good. Everybody over here is good. Things are kind of getting back to normal, and your daughter is doing well. And I'm good, and I'm sure that you're doing good, too. Oh, guess what happened? I sent a quick little message to the airline to tell them about that girl who helped me out, rebooking me on that flight. And they sent me, like, a thank you with, like, a $50 voucher. And you know I already get the hookup on the flight, so, like, I'll be back pretty soon. But anyway, that's all for now. I love you, and I miss you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Donna.
Good night, Donna. Okay, I wanted to give some shout-outs. This is going out to Rex Alexander at the Ellis unit and Jared Sanders at the Hightower unit from Jose Garcia. He just wanted to give a big hello. I just wanted to give a shout-out. Got that from the Facebook Live, our Facebook Live profile. So y'all need to log on and watch it if you can. David Rentera, we received your Christmas card here, and we wanted to tell you thank you. Alva McGrath, we received your Christmas card, wanted to tell you thank you. And William Owens, I received your letter, and I promise, all these people are my witnesses, everyone in Radio Land are my witnesses. I will be writing you back, I promise, and giving you some answers. So just hang tight, be patient with you, and in case you haven't heard me previously, I am slow. But I promise you I will be getting back with you, I promise. Now, getting back to the calls, I see we have one from the UK. Sapphire, you are on the air.
Oh, thank you. This goes out to Royal Dreamer. Hello, darling. I hope you're doing well over there. And I hope my baby...
Where's the rattling coming from?
It's okay your side, the best it can be. And I just wanted to say to you that everyone's thinking of you each and every day. All the kids send their love. And everyone misses you. And I love you too, babe. And I also miss you. And I can't wait to see you. But for now, I just need you to stay strong for me. Hold it up in there. Hold it down.
Morse code.
And just, like, focus. Keep doing what you're doing, babe. I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud that you're in my life. And I just want you to know that we're all thinking of you, darling. And, yeah, good night. God bless. Sweet dreams. And love you, babe.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Bye. And I think you got to a terrific show, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Hank from Wisconsin, you're on the air.
Hello. How y'all doing tonight?
Hi, we're fine. How are you?
Oh, pretty good for an old fella. I can't complain. Yeah, I just wanted to shout out to all my old buddies down there in the penitentiary and let them know I hadn't forgot about them. Everything's going good here. Got one more week at work, and then hello.
You're still on the air.
All right, I'm getting like doubles or something. I don't know what the deal is. I hear you twice. I just want... Well, there I go again.
I'm not sure what's going on. Do you have your radio on in the background?
No, ma'am. I don't know what it is. Got some feedback coming from somewhere. But anyhow, I just wanted to shout out and say hey to all my old buddies down there and let you know I hadn't forgot about you. And I got some letters and Christmas cards for y'all. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all down at the radio station in a couple weeks. Y'all have a good one. And thanks for doing what you do and everything. I'll holler at you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, Hank. Have a good one.
Bye. You too.
Bye-bye. Okay, Juan Medina at the WIN unit. Vera Sanchez says that she loves and misses you so much and can't wait to see you. Okay, and now Clarence from San Angelo, you are on the air.
Bonjour, comment ça va, cher?
Well, hello. Hello, Sha. I know that. I'm from Louisiana. I know that.
Yes, well, cher, se levanta muy cool. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good.
Y'all sound good. Glad everybody doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm in pretty good spirits today.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, my doctor got me on a bunch of pain pills that I'm not pleased with, but I'm here.
That's
another
good.
day.
We always think about you and hope everything's going well.
Yeah, can't do them a praying. Thank God for each day that I wake up.
Yes.
Let me holler. I gotta holler at my boys over there on that Pulaski unit. Old Clarence Brown, old King, old 3 building, old Spriggs. I know you're over there somewhere. I don't know what building you're on yet. But send me word wherever you're at. I hope it ain't 7 and 8. But I know you, so hope you're doing well too. Old San Antonio Bonds, Johnny Bonds, old Curry, old Polo, old White. I know you somewhere over there on Wild Wing, so hope you brothers doing well. I'm thinking about y'all, man. I was out here where I didn't never get this cold till I got out here. It's cold out here, man. It's 30-something degrees out here. I'm about to freeze to death. But I'm thinking about y'all, man. I'm wrapped up in these blankets watching these old sorry Houston Rockets and sorry San Antonio Spurs. But I'm thinking about y'all, man. I want you to know, still praying for you, brothers. Old King, you and old Brown, might have a surprise for you boys. I don't know yet, but I'm trying. If everything goes well. Tell Hank I ain't forgot what I said I'm going to do for the station. I'm going to do that too if I can. And I want y'all to know I can't hardly pick your program up, but every now and then I'll pick it up. This old crazy telephone that my son got me. I hate this telephone, but you press one button and it puts you way in Hong Kong somewhere. You know, I'm not used to telephone computers, but I managed to put this number here on speed dial so I can call y'all on Friday nights. Y'all take care, man. You know, I'm thinking about y'all. Hope the blessings be with all y'all. Same with y'all at the radio station. Old Ray here, old Hank, old Mysterious Mike. I ain't forgot y'all neither, man. Y'all take care. May good Lord bless each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all have holidays.
You too.
You too.
Okay, I'm going to barbecue some briskets next week, though, but I'm going to try.
Oh, wow. I wish you were here.
No, my daughter, they didn't want us to come to Houston, so they all decided to come into West Texas.
Oh.
So, like they all did me for Thanksgiving. The whole family came on for Thanksgiving. I think they're going to try to surprise us again, so I don't know. Y'all take care then.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
I'll catch y'all next Friday. Okie doke.
Good night.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, Shane, you are on the air. Hello.
Shane?
Shane?
Hello, Shane. Hello?
Okay, well, we're going to move on to the next caller then. I think we have Kathy from Fort Worth. Kathy from Fort Worth, you are on the air.
Yes, ma'am. How are y'all tonight?
We're fine. How are you?
Oh, I am blessed. I'm truly blessed. I had a question. I wanted to know if the girls at Dayton at Plain State can hear the show.
Yes, they can.
They can. Well, my friend just got there. I doubt she has a radio yet. Well, I know she doesn't. But maybe some of the women there will tell her. Angela Depositario, Kathy misses you already, and we're going to get you through this. And I love you. But my shout out is to Randy Strickland on the Flint unit. I'm blessed to have gotten through again tonight. So it's almost like Friday night date night or something. I've gotten through a few times in a row. And I just wanted to tell you, I love you and miss you. And we're so lucky that we're able to talk on the phone right now. But, that can change on the 22nd for sure. And I just wanted to say I'm so lucky that I have you to encourage me. This is my first Christmas without Justin, and I keep on digging out Christmas decorations. I think I've got more than anybody. My tree's going to fall over if I put one more ornament on it. But when I came across this stocking, you know, it's really, the holidays are not, they're not so easy sometimes. And I guess you just, you know, I just keep on plugging, you know, keep on putting one foot in front of the other out here. You know, a lot of people know that I had my 13-year-old at the Carol Young facility, and I think I'm just blessed to still be out here and clean and sober and doing okay, I guess. I hate that I can't listen to it live and be calling, because I think I called like 37 times, and I was thinking, what are they talking about? And I know that the song this week that really comes to mind when I think about you, babe, is Don't Take the Girl, because that just makes me remember your chivalry and your bravery.
Phone calls, 2 minutes, please.
I know that I was so protected.
Okay, we
and
got
like the other women.
Kathy, we got to wrap it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I love you and I miss you. Bye-bye. Thanks, y'all.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Lydia from McAllen, you're on the air.
Yes, hi, good evening. Hello, Papacito. I just want to let you know that I sent you a JPay on Thursday about noon, and I did send out that letter that was in that bag that I brought home, so I sent that out. And on the address that I sent you for someone, use the physical address that I noted on the JPay. Okay, don't use the P.O. box. And Weenie's doing okay. I took her to the vet today. One of her tumors not doing that well. It's kind of like sore. It burst, and it's not doing well, so I'm putting medication on it. But they're giving her antibiotics, but she's fine. She seems to be fine. Okay, if I give her a chicken, I'm sure she'll twist its neck. Okay? But she's, and Gordo says he wants booties for winter. He's already asleep. We got a little bit of rain. It's cold. It's in the 50s. That's about it. We're just a little bit cool. And I'll see you on the 28th, 29th. Tia Rosa's supposed to be coming up with me, and Janie and Dom are with me also. Okay, my saludos to the guys, Big Lou, to Jeff, Rudy, Juan, Rod, Walter, Thomas, Artie, Ruben, Eric, and Blaine. Guys, have a Merry Christmas, and know that you're all thought of, okay? I love you, Papacito. You take care of yourself, okay? I'm fine. We're doing good. Everybody's fine. Okay, I love you. And thank you all very much, okay? And I thank you much for the program, okay?
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you.
All right, thank
Good
you.
night.
Have a good one.
Good night. Good night. Love you, Poppy. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Chris and Mark at the Wynn unit and the Ellis unit. Connie Rodriguez says hello. I'm trying to get to all the messages on our Facebook Live, which we really appreciate it, but I'm not sure if I've gotten to all of them. I don't think I have. I think I've missed a few. And we have
30 seconds.
We have one. Kathy Newton asked to give the physical address for, hey, Mysterious Mike, the physical address here.
419 Lovett Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77006.
Okay, I hope you got that. And I will.
The address is 419 Lovett Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77006.
Thank you very much. And I won't be here next Friday. I will be out of town. I won't be here.
Hello.